we are here for the big game. The game to decide continental supremacy in the game of soccer. That's right, it is North American Champions League, the big rematch of the championship game from last year, which is Tigres from the Mexican Premier Division versus FC Cincinnati of Major League Soccer. As you can see here, we got to this point. Tigres beating Veracruz 4-1 and Cincinnati beating Orlando City 3-1. So let's get to the matchup. Let's get straight to it. Look at our opponents for today's matchup. Tigres, they're currently third in the first division closing stage. They've got some pretty good players once again this season. Martin Nervo, central defender, 4 stars, 30-year-old, Argentinian. Looks pretty solid. He's not an overwhelming defender, a little short. Doesn't have the greatest jumping reach in the world, but he does have 15 heading. That makes up for it. Great marking at 14, tackling at 14. He's an all-around solid player, valued at $7 million. The rest of their defense looks pretty strong as well. Rafael, 31-year-old Brazilian. Jumping reach, again, not tremendous. He's a jovial character again. A lot of experience on the back line. Luis from Peru, 31 years old, valued at $2.2 million. Again, not the greatest jumping reach. Very fast for any position, honestly. 19 pace, nearly as fast as you can get. I don't know that I've seen anyone with 20 pace. So he's pretty much the fastest guy on the field. Then at left back, George Torres Nilo, 33-year-old Mexican, 55 caps for the Mexican national team. He's on the other end of the spectrum in terms of pace, only 9 pace. But again, tremendous amount of experience, nice marking, nice tackling. This team could be vulnerable in the air. They could be vulnerable to some of that size we have on the front line. If you look at their defense, 5'11", 6 foot, 5'10", 5'10". Not a tremendous amount of size. So maybe we can use that to our advantage. In midfield, Guido Pizarro. He's 6'2". He might be their biggest player. Also a tremendous player, though. 31 years old, valued at $9.75 million. Very solid, all-around player. Great teamwork. Should be a great leader for them in the midfield. Tremendous tackler. So, if their defense isn't the biggest and most physical, they do have a very technical defense that is, they do have defense in depth as well with this guy playing defensive midfielder. They've got a lot of guys who can play defensive midfielder. George Hernandez, only 5'8", another 31-year-old, another veteran, but a guy who's, tremendous determination, tremendous mental attributes all around, great work rate, tackling. So again, more tackling in the midfield that could be very difficult. Vasquez, 29-year-old Colombian, valued only at $135,000, so he might be on the downside of his career. Physicals are okay, nothing too intimidating. Overall, he's not a tremendously intimidating player. He's not as good as those other 3 midfielders we saw. So maybe he's a little bit of a weak point in the midfield, but he's still decent. He's still good enough. Now on the attack, Julian Quinones, 24-year-old Colombian, a little bit of youth. Valued at $8.25 million. Excellent crossing, some good technical skills, finishing, first touch, speed. He's got that pace and acceleration, so he's a guy we're going to have to watch out there on the wing. Raniel, this was their big move in the offseason, the 24-year-old Brazilian striker/winger. Valued at $9.5 million. Again, pretty good pace, pretty good mentals off the ball. Flair, so he's a playmaker, a guy who can score. 14 dribbling, 14 finishing. Penalty taking, probably a 15. So again, he's a very offensive-minded player, not great defensive abilities, even though he does have probably 10 tackling, which isn't terrible. But He's a guy, we definitely have to mark this guy, and we definitely have to keep him away from goal. And then up top, their striker, Valencia, 31-year-old Ecuadorian. Still has his pace for a 31-year-old, still valued at $8.5 million. Another determined guy, another guy with great off-the-ball and vision and work rate. He's got heading, not a lot of size, only 5'9", 163 pounds, but he's got that skill to make up for it. So it is a good team. It's not a team that is tremendously intimidating. They do have some very good players. I'm worried about the midfield. I'm worried about their wingers. But other than that, I think this team has some holes. What's their goalkeeper look like? We didn't look at him. Alfonso Blanco, 33 years old. Again, we played against this guy last year. He doesn't look great on paper, but we didn't score a ton of goals against him last year either. Probably because that defense kept us out. But we got to get shots on this guy. I think we got to use our size and just play havoc on the back line. So we might need to send the ball farther, I think, and use more high passes. So we're going to use that as our philosophy going into the match preview. Tigres, 5-4 favorites. We are starting off on the road, Estadio Universitario. It is 41,886 tickets sold out of 42,000. 73 degrees and calm, so it's going to be a perfect day. It's going to be a raucous crowd. Should be an outstanding game. The referee, Jose Alfredo Peñalosa Soto. A lot of names for this character, but anyway, he gives out nearly 3 yellow cards a match, so we got to watch out for that. Their biggest strength is their top goal scorer, Valencia, 17 strikes, leads everyone in the competition, so we got to watch out for that. They've been vulnerable playing against the 4-2-3-1, conceding an average of 4 chances per 90 minutes. That's what we play, so hopefully we can use that to our advantage. Now here's our team selection, and we're going to try hit early crosses and float crosses and more direct passing. Hopefully that can circumvent their midfield, which is very strong and great tacklers, great defense, and hopefully we can, just send the ball over top to our big dudes and see what's up. Let's see. What are we looking at here defensively? Yeah, this is fine, I guess. Yeah, sure. All right, we'll submit that team. We have a little bit of fitness issues, especially on the bench. But, it's what we got. It's what we have to deal with. So, they are starting out defensive a little bit. 4-2-3. 4-2. What am I talking about? The 4-3-3, basically. 4-1-2-3 is what I meant to say. With Pizarro, the team captain, taking over at the defensive midfielder. 10 assists on the season, 7.2 rating. That's pretty good for a defensive midfielder to be leading your team in assists. Lucas Zelerian, 10 assists, also 8 goals from the left. There's Valencia up top, 21 goals in all competitions and 44 appearances. So this team can score goals. They probably score on the counterattack is what my first instinct is, but we shall see. Meanwhile, our lineup, we are going with the reverse Z formation. Stefan in goal, Nuhu, Glad, Richards, Aguirre on defense. So pretty much our starting defense. Alashe in at defensive midfielder. Richie Salvador in the midfield. We got some guys who are out, who are suspended. So we got Puzbilko at left wing, our leading goal scorer with 8 goals. Akechi moving up to the number 10 position there. Sonora on the right, our leading assist man, with only 3 on the season. And then Adi up top, the team captain. So we've We've had a lot of funky lineups in this season due to injuries and suspensions and stuff like that. Acosta is still unregistered, so we can't play him. Crispum is suspended for this match, so we can't play him. So we are thin in the midfield. We had to bring Luis Felipe off the disabled list because he's registered for Champions League. So he's in there. He's a little bit unfit. Hasn't played in like at least a month, maybe more. But he's what we got in the midfield. Then we've got Youngs, the rookie, is in there as well. Shelton, Hemba, and St. Duke are probably going to have to do well. It's going to be, if we bring anybody off the bench, it's most likely going to be Kloot at fullback, and then Shelton and St. Duke somewhere up top. Other than that, everybody else is going to have to play the rest of the game. So, let's get to the matchup. Let's give the old pep talks. I expect a good result. Nobody wanted to hear that, apparently. Opposition instructions. All right, we're covering the fullbacks. I mean, I guess we want to. Do we want to tightly mark Pizarro, their defensive midfielder? That just seems wrong to me. Hernandez looks like he might be coming forward. And then these guys we gotta watch. We gotta watch these wingers. They're gonna do a lot of damage, and we shall see. Yeah, okay. Let's get to the tunnel. Let's go. Some people have labeled your team potential giant killers. Are you confident of pulling off the upset? I'm always positive. I know we have the quality. You must be intent on gaining a measure of revenge. Yes, indeed we are. Players have been looking forward to this one for an entire year. Here we are. Similar colors to us. We are blue and orange. They're blue, orange, and white. They're just sort of orange and white. So, you know, they've got all the orange in the crowd that I wish we had. I wish we had more orange in our crowd. It's all blue. But anyway, what are you gonna do? What can you do? The simulation can only go so far. All right. So, already 2 shots on goal, 1 on target. Yeah, okay. 11 minutes down, the half is just blasting by. It would be nice to see some highlights. Maybe we should go to extended highlights. You know, this will probably be a short episode, so it might not be terrible going to extended highlights. We'll save it for the second half. We'll go to extended highlights. And then in the second game, we shall also go to extended highlights. Home and home series. 25 minutes down already. 3 shots, 1 on target. Our percentage of possession is dropping down to 44. We were at 52 for a minute there. But that's part of the plan. We don't want to get trapped in a midfield game with these guys. We don't want to get beat on the counterattack. And we don't want their midfielders with all that tackling ability to just take the ball away. You know, that's really how they get you. They lull you in, then take the ball and bomb it downfield. Not just Tigres, but a lot of Mexican sides do that. That's sort of a very prevalent philosophy down there. Hit the other team on the counterattack. All right, so there's halftime. Not a lot to do, not a lot to say. Do we have any analysis? What are our coaches? Our coaches are dumbfounded. So Tigres, they're owning the ball down the left. Cincinnati, very sparse. I mean, this is what we're doing. You can see fullbacks get the ball, bomb it forward. Bomb it to our 2 target men. You know, can't fault that. Can't. That's the game plan, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we can steal one in the second half. That would be good. Let's get to the dressing room. Let's be passionate. We owe Tigres. Let's go. There we go. Fire them up for the second half. Stefan, Aguirre, Glad, Richie Salvador, Akechi, Puzbilko, Adi. Everybody's fired up. Let's go. Let's start the second half. And we're to Extendo highlights. So the only highlight we've seen is us knock the ball out of bounds. Great. Lovely. Suddenly they've got 6 shots on target. Or 6 shots, 2 on target. We were leading on shots the whole first half. You know, we need more shots on this goalkeeper. Guzman, I don't think he's that good. But we can't get by their defense to figure it out. 0-0 away from home isn't great. Here we go, Akechi. Come on, my man, off the wall. Okay. Yeah. Shouts. Let's encourage. We're composed. Akechi's motivated. Waiting for the next highlight. 56 minutes down already. Yellow card for Nuhu. We're fired up by our encouragement. That's good. 60 minutes. Uh-oh. Zelerian. Not much to that. Stefan hauls that in easily. The 59-minute mark. Are we going to get a highlight out of this? Stefan's going to boot it downfield. As we do. Get it down there. Adi wins it forward to Akechi. He's behind the defense. Oh, Guzman. Stopped Akechi. I mean, that wasn't the greatest shot he's ever fired. But it was all right. It's a tricky one. Here's Akechi now. Corner sends one back post. Glad. Pushed off. You know, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get our big guys to cause some damage, and so far they've been able to keep us out. Team instructions. Underlap left. Look for the underlap. Players on the left flank hold the ball, and rather than waiting for a player to arrive from deep with an overlapping run. No. 67 minutes. Nuhu has been booked. All right, we'll tell him to ease off tackles. Last thing we need is a red card. Lachey. He's a little tired. But our only option off the bench is Philippe, and I don't really think I want to do that. Tigres, Cincinnati. Let's shoot on sight. I want to get some shots, especially Akechi. I want to see him shooting the ball. You know, even Alashi likes to shoot. Richie Salvador likes to shoot. Here we go. Nuhu. Yellow card and all. Drops it off to Richie. There's Alashi. Not a lot of space there in the midfield. Gets it to Akechi. Triple teamed. Got Senora out wide. Get it to him. He does. Oh, no, that's Aguirre on the overlap. Senora. Just turned and fired. I didn't even see it. It was like such a quick motion. The crowd stunned. They don't know what to do. They don't know who to cheer for, apparently. What is happening? So, Akechi to Alashi. Aguirre on the overlap. Senora sitting there, just turns, boots it. The goalkeeper didn't even see it. He didn't move. He didn't react. That's what we needed. 1-0 away. Here's Tigres now. 80th minute. Jara getting forward. Richards heads it out. Gabriel, oh, good defense there. He got in the way of that one. Here we are. More highlights. Zelerian sends one in. Glad boots it out. Let's end the highlights. There we are. So we wanted no more highlights. Lachey, tired. Nuhu, we're getting him out. Yellow card, 6.2 rating. We'll bring in Klute. Then, do we want to risk bringing in Philippe? He's not very match fit. He's not completely unfit, you know what I'm saying? He'll only be in the game for a little while. I think we'll do it. We'll bring in Philippe. He hasn't played. But we've got faith. Nacl is running out of gas. So we made our 2 subs. Clute, the veteran, in at left back. He's going to get tested here by Quinones. Sends it in across. Oh, Aguirre. Aguirre wins that ball on the back post. That was some nervous business right there. Here's Espino into the wall, gets it back. Tries to send it wide. He does. Quinones out there again. That one was deflected out. They're going to get a corner. 88 minutes. They're starting to put on the pressure. Zeleriant sends it in, headed out by Aguirre. There we go. Ketchy's going to chase it down, and he does. 88 minutes. Let's go, boys. 4 minutes of stoppage time. We're really only threatening from long range. That's fine. Glad. All right. So still 4 minutes to go. Gets it to Stefan. Boots it downfield. Wide open is Akechi. Adi. Bilko touching the ball for the first time. Tries to send it wide. There's Philippe. Philippe has it. What's he going to do with it? Okay, decent pass to Richie. Philippe double covered. Looking. Drops it back to Richards. Wasting time. Still 4 minutes to go. Gets it out wide. Sonora beats his man. He's got plenty of men in the box. Terrible cross. 2 minutes to go. Clute with the throw in. Ketchy wins it back to Clute. Richie Salvador. Clute, terrible cross. And a turnover. Valencia gets it forward to Espino. They are rushing forward on the counterattack. 3 defenders there. Great defense by Glad. Stop that cross. Still a minute and a half to go. Zeleriant. His high ball is grabbed by Stefan. And he boots it quickly to nobody. Nervo. Jara. Closing in on a minute to go. Jara sends it downfield. Quinones, another great defensive play. Our defense is holding strong, blocking those crosses. Zeleriant trying something tricky, can't get it past Richards. Velasquez gets tackled. Get out of here. 30 seconds to go in extra time. 15 seconds to go. Zeleriant, the last throw into the game. Richards intercepts. Milo gets it back to Zeleriant, sends it back post. Stop. Stefan couldn't stop the second rebound by Luis Miguel Espino right at the 94th minute. How about that? That's disappointing. Stefan with a great save. Couldn't save the rebound. That's going to do it. It's not the worst thing in the world. 1-1 away is fine. If we'd been held scoreless, that would have been terrible. But we did get the 1 away goal. We're not going to be a goal up going in, but we're going to be like a half goal up going into the second leg. So, boys appear to be in good spirit. Appreciate their efforts. Well done, guys, for avoiding defeat. We got the away goal. Played pretty strong. But now we'll see. Cincinnati denied by late goal. I could have changed up the tactic, and I could have went to a more possession style and just tried to hold the ball, but I thought we were doing okay. Plenty of stoppage time. I don't know. I can't concern myself with that. Some bafflement. He'll have better games. I don't even know. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Sonora on fire for Cincinnati. Got the goal. 3 dribbles made. 8.3 rating. He's out of control. All right. We're going to pause it here. Come back for the second leg and hopefully win us the Champions League. So, one moment. Okay, we are back. It has been quite an eventful week and a half. We played 2 games in MLS, you know, in typical MLS fashion between, you know, the 2 most important games of the year. We pack in 2 more MLS games, which played fully rotated sides, and, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, Tigres 6-4 favorites on the road. We're playing at FC Cincinnati. 25,000 out of 25,000 tickets sold. Standing room only. 59 degrees and breezy, so it's not quite sunny Mexico, but you know, it's okay. It's at least it's not snowing. Let's put it that way. Partly sunny is the weather report. Miguel Angel Chacon. Anyway, Viveros is the referee. 24 matches, 59 yellow cards, an average of 2.5 per match. So again, another yellow card happy boy. And we had yet another suspension. Nuhu suspended, so he's out. So we had to, of course, bring in Clute. Got another sort of mixed bag on the bench. We got Shelton, Young, St. Duke, Philippe, Patrick Lee, Blackman, and Hudson on the bench. We'll get to the starting lineups here. Shouldn't be too many changes. We'll see if they go more attacking or not. No, they're pretty much... Looks like they're sticking with pretty much the same lineup. Aquino on the left here. 14 goals, 5 assists, 7.22 rating. Raniel on the right, Valencia up top again. Our lineup is pretty much the same. Stefan Clute, though, on the left. Our highest rated player, that's what you don't see every day. 2 assists. Only played in 10 total matches. 7.57 rating, though, is pretty outstanding for Clute. Richards, Glad, Aguirre, Alashi, Akechi moved back to the midfield. Prisbilko still on the left. Crispum back from suspension in the middle with 5 goals. Sonora on the right. Adi up top. Let's go. Let's win this. Pep talk. I expect, let's be passionate. I expect to win today. None of this messing around. So who's motivated? Clute and Adi. That's right. Team leaders are motivated. All right. So they're doing pretty much the same thing. I guess we'll do pretty much the same thing. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll close down on everybody. I mean, it worked pretty good last time. Absence of Nuhu sure to be felt. Send the assistant coach. Here we are. Game day. Look at that brand new stadium packed to the gills. It's blue and white. Let's go, boys. We're going back to our normal tactics. We're not, you know, booting the ball long like we were. Oh, I guess we are still booting the ball long. I still want to shoot on sight, though. We'll see. We'll see if we can, you know, slow it down a little bit. We don't necessarily want them counterattacking, like I said in the first game. But here we go. Uh-oh. Raniel. Oh, what a stop from Stefan on the free kick. I didn't want to breathe during that free kick, much less narrate. All right. Past our first little hurdle there, closing in on 10 minutes to go, or 10 minutes down. Nervous. Could be our first Champions League championship on camera. I've never won the Champions League on camera that I can recall. No, I don't think so. I've won it off camera before, but I guess that doesn't count. It's such a difficult competition to win because of this game right here. You know, the Mexican League sides, they have a bit of an advantage when it comes to signing players. And, you know, it takes some really dedicated roster building to beat teams like this over a 2-game stretch. We shall see. Duenas. Kino. He got to the magic spot and he scored. Right there, magic spot. At least we could just set a defender right there. Just stay there and never move. Defensive midfielder, just drop down, stay right here, and never move. That would be nice. Gets out of position a little bit. Aquino just one touch and bam. Okay, so they got the away goal back. So we can't let them get any more away goals. They do, they win. We gotta win outright. $30 minutes. See, now they can just sort of shut it down. Here's a catchy in the corner, sends it in. Glad is there. Can't get the header. Let's tell him to concentrate. Concentrate. Frustrated Adi, but that's about it. Ketchy's still motivated. That's good. Klute sitting on a 6.3 rating right now. 6.4, I guess. He's ruining his overall rating. They got a couple yellow cards. It'd be nice if they got a red. Both teams are only threatening from long range. We'll make the change on that. Zelerian sends it in. Glad. Ooh, couldn't quite get a header on that. One minute of stoppage time in the first half. That was a quick first half. Probably on key highlights. Okay, we'll go back to extended highlights for the second half. I don't think there's anything we really want to do in possession. Oh, we're back to working the ball in the box. I don't know if that worked or not. Let's just not shoot on sight. How about that? Slightly more direct. Go back to mixed cross. I don't know at this point. We're just trying stuff at this point. It's not a good idea, but that's what we're doing. Let's be assertive. Show me something else in the second half. Let's go. Start the second half. Key highlights, extended highlights. Let's go. Let's get that goal back. At least one goal. You know, if they get a second goal here, it's pretty much over. Because then we would need to score 3. And that's no good. So we got to get the next goal. Or this is probably over. Here's Klute. Sends one forward. Can we pressure? No, we cannot. Looks like it's going to be one of their highlights. Aquino diving inside. Playing an inside forward, I guess. Duenas out wide. Torres, Nilo. Come on, boys. Don't get to the spot. He got to the spot, but Stefan was there to stop it. Oof. Usually that's a goal, or at least it has been this season, it seems. Zelerian. Another highlight for Tigres. Heads it down, but it just goes wide. Nobody goes after it, so that's good. All right. Very nervous. 53 minutes. Another throw-in. Pizarro. Here comes Tigres on the attack out wide. Nilo on the overlap. He sends it across. Klute heads it out. Back to Nilo. Come on. Closing down. Close everybody down. There's a deflection. Duenas. Stefan with a stop. You know, it helps that we have a very good keeper. He is literally keeping us in the game. So encourage our players to try a short passing. Okay, we'll try. It's 55 minutes down already. Seniora's playing poorly. Crispin, Przbilko, everybody's playing poorly. Shouts, demand more. All right, so we're looking focused now. Ketchy's frustrated and anxious. Here we go. Stefan, let's get that goal back. Boots it downfield. Adi wins the header on, but nobody is there. Make a sub here real quick. We're going to put Przbilko on attack. All right. Let's go. Nervo. Putting the pressure on him a little bit. Guzman has to boot it downfield. There's a turnover to Senora, but he doesn't corral it. He sends it straight to Nilo. Here they come on the attack. Tigres working it downfield. Reniel. Far side. Klute with a great tackle. Akechi starts the counterattack. Przbilko, get it forward. Get it forward. Nope. We had Adi look like he might have been making a run. See, this is why I didn't want to do short passing. Their midfielders are too good at tackling. They're just going to do that. They're just going to steal it from us at midfield. Valencia. Oh, that was a cheap goal. Cheap goal. I don't even want to see that. Yes, make the changes. Attacking. Team instructions. We need 3. We need 3. I don't think we're going to get it at this rate. Lad heads it down straight to Aquino. Good defense there. Alashe sends it forward. Przbilko heads it on. Adi doesn't get there. Przbilko gets it back. Ruins the highlight. No, not team instructions. Tactics. Where's the thing that shows me like how far up the field we are? I want to go up the field. It's been so long since I've messed with tactics, I've forgotten everything about everything. There it is. I mean, we're already pretty high up the field. Get stuck in. That's all we can do. We probably just got a yellow card or something. Not even looking. Don't even care. Confirm changes. Free kick. Yep. Alright. 67 minutes. We don't really have any subs we can make that would make any difference. Akechi, just Przbilko. He can't center it. Crispin chases it down. Back out to Akechi. He sends it across to Glad. That was almost a good shot. Not really good to be defending or depending on our central defender. Zeleriant sends one in from the corner. Alashe heads it out. Przbilko intercepts, gets it downfield to Adi, who heads it on. Nobody there. And we should probably change Adi to like pressing forward, I guess. Because they keep sending it to him as target man, and he heads it on, and there's nobody there for him. So maybe we can get a goal this way by pressuring, or maybe they'll react slightly differently to him if he's pressing forward. Maybe they'll send it long and let him run underneath it. I don't know. Ketchy to Crispum, building up the attack. He's got Przbilko out wide. Fullback's on the overlap. Senora has it. Senora sends it back post. Adi is there. All right. going to try to make a game of it. Here we go. Catchy out wide. Senora wide open. Nobody around him. Best playmaker out on the wings, and he does his thing. Gets it to Adi. Yep, the tactical changes. 77 minutes. Here we go. Flute with a throw. Maguire. If we get a goal here, that's going to make things interesting. Adi, get the rebound. There it is. Now it's interesting. Now we got a game. Suddenly we're putting pressure on. That was heck of a cross here by Aguirre, just banging it in. Adi, too easy. Goalkeeper not catching that ball, just leaving it on the doorstep. Flute's injured. We got nothing for him. Our only choice would be to bring in Blackman. Akechi now sends one in. Richards with the header. Just over 81 minutes. 9 minutes to go. Come on, boys. Clute with a yellow card and a 6-0 rating. He's going to throw the ball in. Gets it out wide to Lucas Crispin. Here's the cross back post. Bilko with the header. Can he get the rebound? He does. He gets stolen though. Nervo. Tigres going to start a one-man counterattack with Valencia. He's got support coming up behind him though. Reniel sends it to Valencia. Defense is a bit confused. Aguirre is there though. Good play by Aguirre. I mean, guess we'll bring in Blackman. Left back, right back, what's the difference, I guess? 89 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 3 minutes of extra time. 1 minute gone. Here we go. Corner by Tigres. Blackman wins it on the right side. Off the post. Lashley clears it. 1 minute left to go. Comes a highlight. Crispin, can we do to them what they did to us? Score in the final minute. Crispin charging downfield. He's got Adi. He's got Przbilko. Is tackled. No call. No call on the edge of the penalty area. The ref lets it go. Mr. Yellow Card himself. .30 seconds to go. Oh, good steal. Alashi, he gets tackled. Again, no call. We're getting none of the calls at home. 15 seconds. Send it out wide, out of touch. Just wasting time, I suppose. 12 seconds overdue. Blackman with the throw in. Crispin. Bilko, bomb it, buddy. Nope. Ketchy. Nope. Crispin. Somebody bomb it downfield. No. Sends it. Adi on the run. Adi behind the defense. Bad angle. Oh, what a time to blow the whistle while we're on the attack. Garbage. Tigres celebrates away goal victory on our home field. How disappointing. Ouch. Tigres felt disappointment not having won the first leg at home, but managed to get the result they need here. We made a game of it. Got down. We let those 2 goals in. It's just disappointing. Disappointing is the word that I'm going to use. Yeah, so that is yet another Champions League final loss. And we're so close. So close. You can see we can compete with these teams. Just can't get the victory. Yeah. Receive 300,000. That's fine. Tigres will certainly look back at some great wins. Yeah. Cincinnati was competition to remember. Cincinnati thrilled everyone with their performances. Przybylko had a fantastic competition, scoring a chart-topping 6 goals. Yeah. All right. So that's it for Champions League. I guess now we can start focusing on MLS. We're on a bit of a bad run at the moment in MLS because of all the rotated sides we've played. You know, we're winless 4 games, winless in our last 4. Only 1 loss. But you can see how playing fully rotated sides in MLS isn't quite what we need to be doing. But now, in the second quarter, we can start focusing. We got a long way to go still. At the U.S. Cup coming up in a couple of weeks, or a month, I suppose. And I don't think we'll focus too much on that. I think we'll focus on MLS, and we'll worry about that for next time. So that's what we're going to do. Next time, we're going to buckle down, focus on MLS, and we'll start cranking out some of these games. So until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.